Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today, I picked this up from Waitrose yesterday. First time I've been to a Waitrose in 2-3 years. Funnily enough, some of the beers were exactly the same ones. And that's even on the craft beer section, unless I got them from somewhere else. And I just remember them from that. So here's a new beer for me from Theakston. And it's Hairy Bikers, a triple hop best bitter. I don't know anything about the beer, so I'll have a read myself and educate myself as to what the hell it is. So it's a collaboration with Theakston, Hairy Bikers. Couple of blokes who are hairy, I suppose. Triple hop best bitter, a perfect combination of Challenger, Admiral and Pilgrim hops, complements a mash of pale and crystal malt. 100% British. Exactly. That's what the rag is. Anyway, brewed at T&R Theakston Limited, the brewery, Masham, North Yorkshire, HG4 4YD. Always is funny to me. Some of the postcodes make me tickle because you expect a Yorkshire to be Y, don't you? Y something at least. YK, you know. So, picked this up yesterday. So, I assume it's pretty fresh, to be fair, because it won't be long coming from the brewery, getting into Waitrose hands and then getting sold and then replenished. So proper Yorkshire bitter from a Nottinghamshire beer reviewer, hey? But don't hate me, you know. I want to write. I was a baby when the coal mining stuff was going off, so you know. I dislike the authorities as much as everybody else and governments. So, golden amber pour, more amber than anything, I suppose. A good bit of carbonation going off in a lovely tinge of white head on there. Hint of fruit, chestnutty. Oh, smells nice anyway. Let's dive in. Proper ready for a nice beer. Tastes like a best bitter should. Say it's only 4.2%. I did just look at the back of the bottle. 10 cents if you take the bottle back to the shop. Does that apply in the UK? It ought to. It really ought to, you know. Only problem, I'd make a fortune. Every bottle back, we'll pay you 10 pence. Yeah, ka-ching. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what, recycling would be brilliant. Bottles would be put in the right recycling because there'd be all people coming back claiming loads and loads of money. It's the way to win. It's the way to win. Was it a beer festival or something I went to? Oh, it might have been some... It might have even been the Isle of Wight. I didn't go, but I heard someone told me the story. These glasses, plastic glasses maybe, for everyone that was brought back, there was a money given to whoever brought them back. So people were leaving them all over I'm sure it was the Isle of Wight Beer Festival. And they were kids, you know, obviously astute in their financial dealings, going along collecting bottles, glasses rather. I hope I'm not dreaming this, because if I'm flipping dreaming it, I'll be kicking myself that I've dreamed it. But we'll carry on anyway. It sounds a good story. And they were taking them back and earning pounds because all these glasses were going back. Obviously, so many were getting washed and reused instead of just being trashed. So, for everyone that wasn't smashed to bits, I assume, you know, you won't give money to one that's all crinkled up. But to everyone that's decent, these kids were making money. The people who run in the event, obviously, quick wash them out, reuse. Good to see. recycling is king, especially at blooming these events. Let's not waste. Kids are getting money. It's teaching them to recycle, not chuck, recycle, and get a bit of pocket money for it. And absolutely, and it gives them a bit of a job, and it gets them off the backsides. Brilliant, brilliant. Now, did I dream it? If anybody who goes to the Isle of Wight Beer Festival a couple of months ago watches this or knows of this happening, please comment. You know, I've not dreamt it, have I? I'm surely I've not dreamt it. But I'm sure Andy told me from the Happy Drinkers, but I can't be 100% sure. And I'm not ringing him up on a beer review to ask the question. I can't, I know. Phone's upstairs, better get in charge. It's warm in this beer room tonight. Room temperature. For me, absolutely king for a best bitter. It's tasting lovely. Hand on heart, I have no idea who the Airy Bikers are. Apologies to the Airy Bikers. I vaguely heard of something to do with Airy Bikers, but I may have got it. I may be thinking something different altogether. I thought it was two old blokes, and yeah, they're not too old. I mean, I'm talking really old, and I'm sure one of them passed away. So I may be thinking of the wrong bikers. I don't watch a lot of standard TV, to be fair. I may do this winter. I've got some projects this winter to do. I'm going to redo my decking. I'm going to half my decking, take up the other half, take all the wood up, all the decking up, and then that bit, there's a path underneath and steps underneath into the garden. So bring back in those path and steps, and then after that path, it was always a slanty bit, and bring everything out, all the bricks, all the rammel, everything, and put that in the other side of the garden to create quite a high bed, and use that to basically have another flower bed in the garden. Although I may keep some of the decking on that side, or make a walkway down into the garden. Try and get hold of some slabs, make a walkway down into the garden, and have a little bit of a walkway down one side, and then the fenced off area for me stuff. I've got plans, and I'll put them into place. I'm sure I think of something. I'm sure. And then I need to repaint the old garden, possibly move the hot tub room closer this way, and actually fill the gap in on this side of the hot tub room where the greenhouse is, but just make it slightly wider so I only need about 6 inch. Hey, and that's what they say. I only need 6 inch. I wish. We're not going down that road. Yeah, I'll get into trouble. Someone will watch it, and I'll just get into trouble for saying shit. So let's not go down that road. And swearing as well, as usual, you know. That's better. Got the head this time. There we go. Look at that. What a beauty. Hey, if I hold it there long enough, there's a good chance that the algorithms on YouTube will actually take a photo and a snapshot. Possibly not. They always get me with me looking a bit dumb and looking away from the camera or laughing and my eyes closed. So I'm keeping my eyes as wide open as I can. But it might get me when I've just done that. It'll be funny. We'll see how it cooks, eh? So I'm warming here. Oh, been a good few days off. Expensive few days off. I'll not tell you how much I've spent. Bloody hell, 40 quid for a frigging McDonald's. That's all I had. That's my part of the McDonald's. For what you get, I got a couple of burgers. I'd rather make the stuff at home. I would. I'd rather do away with all takeaways. By the time you've done that and had a crap experience twice, you could have gone to a nice restaurant, had a good experience. In the old days, you could go down Forest Road and probably get a good experience, but that's something else for Nottingham people only. Although maybe not a good experience, but yeah. As always with a Raggy's beer review, beer, bit of banter, bit of something, a tangent off the charts that you think, what the hell is he on about? And sometimes you've got to be a bit older to know these things. A lot of people would not, younger people would not get that Forest Road thing. You wouldn't get it. The older people would. Certainly people who live around the area would, and the reputation of the area. I don't think it's anything like that now. I think it's changed massively. But one never knows. So the pour itself is a lovely golden amber pour. Collaboration between the Hairy Bikers. Was it the Hairy Bikers? Yeah, it was. And Theakstons. In Waitrose, and only Waitrose have I seen this. Yeah, it's a lovely best bitter. Going down an absolute treat. If you like a decent trad beer, I love a decent trad beer. This is certainly your cup of tea. I've no idea what I paid for it. Can't remember. I just picked it up, seen it, I went, oh, having that. Possibly about £2.50, £3 in Waitrose. Waitrose is always a bit more expensive. But you do get better quality people and staff in Waitrose. You do, you do. You know, I do find that in certain stores you get a certain type of staff. Where was I yesterday? At Fantasy Island yesterday. This girl was talking to another staff member, and all of a sudden she's doing this to him, and it's like, and this is not acceptable. You know, there's children in the queue. Not acceptable at all. But anyway, would I drink this again? Yes, I'd love to have this on cask in Nottingham at the Crown in Beeston, funnily enough. Wink wink. Theakstons, make it happen. Crown Inn, they're absolute darlings. They are good for a decent beer, and they're one of the best out there. They're certainly better than the pub that got named Camera's Nottinghamshire winner. And I'm gonna make I'm gonna do my own Raggy's Beer Awards, because I feel that that it's wrong. Some of the beer awards out there. I'll do my own beer awards. Yeah, stuff it, eh? So anyway, it's tasting good, lovely best bitter, lovely pour, going down a treat, chestnutty, a little bit of fruitiness, proper decent bitter, nice bitterness, and a lovely drink. British bitter, something to celebrate these days. And without all the hoo-ha of what happened in the news last week, you know, we should all, wherever country we are in the world, celebrate our country. There are millions of people who were born before us who died for our countries. And we should celebrate that. We should, you know, no one should tell any country in the world should not be told by any other country or anybody coming into that country how to run your country or anything like that. No. We celebrate our own countries. Those people that come into the UK, to Britain, to England, Scotland, Ireland and Wales, you know, who accept what goes off in that country. That's how it should be. It's as simple as that. As we do when we go to countries around the world, you accept their rules and regulations and that, and you know, you hopefully don't do anything out of place in those countries. But what happens there, that's their rules and their regs, and you know, that's the way they run their country. We don't, you know, it's a straightforward thing, really. You know, the people of that country will decide their own rules and regulations by voting in somebody who's going to enforce it in the way that they want it enforcing. That's democracy, yeah. But anyway, would I drink this again? Yes, I'd love to have it on cask. Out of 5, for me, I've got 4.4 out of 5, yeah. And I must find out who the Airy Bikers are. Cheers up.